What's up, guys? So I've been able to do a backflip on the ground, but I never actually showed you guys how to do it. So I'm going to be making a tutorial how to do a backflip and how to get over the fear. So some things you want to know how to do before you do the backflip is obviously backflip on trampoline. I'll see you guys on the ground or something like that. Okay, so first things first, this is recommended. I would find something like kind of like this box or a little bit shorter or anything like that. There's a bunch of ants coming out of this box right now. But what I would recommend is to find a box like this, about this high up to your waist, or a little lower at your knees or something like that. And first learn it off of that. I'll show you guys how I learned it off of something. You could either go watch my first video or listen right now. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. So I would definitely recommend any kind of padding. I used a mattress for when I was learning it, but I don't have that mattress anymore, so I just have this mat. So I'd recommend any kind of padding you can get. So I would recommend taking off your shoes. It is a little bit easier to flip without shoes on. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how I learned it off the box, just like in my first video. Gotta hurry because there's a whole bunch of ants in there. If you have a trampoline without a net on it, you can do the backflip off the trampoline. It's kind of hard to balance on this thing. So yeah, either get a box like that over there or do it off a trampoline. So how I started doing it was I got it on the box and I started doing like little back things just to get the feeling of how I'm gonna land. And also, if you want to first do this off of something like onto a trampoline, like a trampoline park or something, that's also how I learned, like, get the feeling. But yeah, it's mostly about commitment. And if you have a mattress, it's not as scary. So yeah, I'll show you guys a little back thing that I did, and then I'll show you guys the backflip and how I just committed. So yeah, started off by doing this. I kind of like stood at the end, and I kind of like turned my body, and like I just went like this. I went like that. Drop my feet off. I just kept doing that, going more and more until I felt like I was ready to commit. You just keep getting more and more over. Like, I'm scared I'm gonna slip right now. Yeah, I would recommend wearing shoes if it's wet. So yeah, I'm kind of stupid for doing this in the wet. Yeah, just keep getting more and more over your shoulders to get the feeling. You can also do this. You're feeling it jumping, tucking, landing. So I'm gonna run through how to do it. Off of something, you don't have to use as much force with your arms, or else you'll overdo it. So you kind of want to start with your hands up, and then as soon as you're ready to go, you can either take a step into it, throw your arms, or keep your arms up and stand and do it. So as soon as you go back, if you don't commit, you're gonna land on your head, just saying. So always commit. And so you go back, jump up, grab your legs, or you don't even have to grab your legs if you don't want to. Only on ground you're gonna have to grab your legs, and you just, after you do it, you spot your landing, and you land kind of like a sumo wrestler, so you don't like break your feet or anything. And yeah, I'll just do one right now for you guys. I'll do one with the step back and then one with just standing. So this is step back. I might overdo it. That's step back. You get a little bit more height and you spin faster. And then this is without a step back. If you're not doing a step back, you just start with your hands up. So yeah, it's just all about commitment. Once you get it off of this, you want to take it to the ground, and I'll show you guys how I learned it on the ground and how I got used to it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a minute. Okay, this goes for any backflip. You never want to land like on your tippy toes like I just did, or else you will hurt your feet like really bad unless you're really used to it. So yeah, that kind of hurt me a little bit, but not much because I'm used to it. But anyway, you always want to land flat-footed with your feet, like that. Kind of, yeah, just like you can know what I mean. Don't land tiptoe. All right, and yeah, let's move to the ground. Only move to the ground if you're comfortable with doing all this stuff. Once again, you're gonna need padding, so move it to wherever you're going. I would recommend soft grass, kind of like this, or either sand, or it's kind of hard to jump in sand, but either sand, this kind of grass, or mulch would be good for padding. And get whatever pad you can, or mattresses, or anything you have. You get the mat, you put it wherever you're doing the backflip Also, if you want to, you can get a little slope, like downhill slope. It's easier to, it gives you more height. Just get used to it, jumping off the ground. And yeah, or you can just go for it on here. I had a mattress, and what I did is I did backflips off the mattress onto the ground to get the feeling of landing on the ground. First I did them on the mattress to get the feeling like of the actual backflip. It's a little bit less bouncy than a trampoline. And then I did them off the mattress onto the ground to get the feeling of landing on the ground. So yeah, I'll run through of how to do it and how to get over the fear and stuff. So first things first, if you have the mattress, first do like what I said, off and on or whatever. And then yeah, so the next thing, you want to stand in front of whatever padding you have, and you want to do it off, like off the ground, and then onto the padding that you have to get used to it. But before you do that, you need to know how to do the actual backflip. So what I do, it's a lot easier. Alright, so I used to do them just standing here with my arms up and throwing them back, but that doesn't give you as much height and spin. So what I do is I take a step, I start like this, my arm is out in front of me, and I take one step back, I throw up. It's not like an off of something. If you do it like you're off of something, you're gonna land on your face because you don't have to go up as much. So what you want to do is you want to spot like the highest, like something that's in front of you, and you want to look at it as much as possible, like for as long as you can, to get to your highest point. And then you want to grab your legs, like pull them to your chest as hard as you can. You're probably not gonna land it the first time. Yeah, I didn't land it my first time. It took me forever to land it. So yeah, and then you just spot your landing. You land like a sumo wrestler, like I said. You're probably gonna land like this your first time, or on your knees like this. That's why I recommend padding. So yeah, and then you just keep taking padding and padding away until you're finally ready to do it on the ground. So yeah, I'll show you one real quick. Start with you. Oh, another thing is to get used to is try doing like a back handspring kind of thing. So for the back handspring, you can start off by going like a little sideways and back, kind of like something like that, I guess. But and then you just keep getting more and more backwards to where you end up doing this. It's not the best back handspring ever, I'm sorry, but you just go more and more, kind of like that, until you're ready to not put your hands down, and then you do the actual backflip. So remember, take a step back, put your arms in front of you, step back, find the highest point in your backflip, find something in front of you, look at it for as long as possible, and then once you're spinning, grab your legs, you open up once you know coming down, and you spot your landing, and you just land. It's really simple once you learn it. You'll be able to do it anywhere. Like I've only done one on concrete, like hard ground, but it's a lot harder with shoes on, so I'd recommend taking your shoes off, like I said earlier. I'm just doing right now so you guys can see what it looks like. That was really low. Down pretty much, you can take away the mat. It's a lot harder to do it on top of a mat, like, because you're not getting the flattest ground. It's not really flat ground, because you're going up a little bit. So you take away the mat, and you're gonna have to get over the fear. You're just gonna have to commit. You're gonna have to go for it. If you can do it on top of a mat, you can easily do it on the ground, I promise. So then you just go for it. Or you can either, after you do it off of something, you can just keep going lower, lower, lower until you're ready to do it on the ground. Like do it off of something like this. I don't know if you guys see anything. Do it off of something like that low, and then put like some like pillows or something. I don't know. Whatever makes you feel more comfortable. And then once you're ready, this should be the final. This should be the final product, I guess you could say, of a backflip on the ground. Yeah, I'm much better on like just ground, like not the mat. So yeah, that is a backflip on the ground. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, all the good stuff. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Baby, you know that